The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Seriously, do you have any idea how many times I should have literally died in the last year?
Wow me.
Krieger, tell her.
Including that thing last week?
Hey, this is totally safe, right?
Technically?
As in actually, Krieger.
Kind of feels like probably. To both of those.
Whoa, wait, what?
Then 9.
Boosh.
Please tell me there's a point.
Point is, if you hit pause on your whole angry negativity thing,
Angry what?
for like 1 second, you'd notice we always end up fine. So we may be pushing our luck at this point.
Christ on a cracker! Is this whole frickin' planet uphill?
Jesus, is that a thing?
At least it means we're not totally lost going in circles.
So, not feeling entirely unlost.
We're not lost, idiots. I know how to work the whatchamahickey.
Really? Because whatchamahickey doesn't inspire tons of confidence.
It's technically a whatchamacallit.
Or am I being too negative?
When are you not?
All the time, jackass!
Oh, and there's the angry part.
Look.
Face it, Lana, angry's basically your default setting.
Says who?
Besides everybody?
Well, not everybody.
Thank you! Just the people who've actually met you.
Yeah, possibly a few others.
Hey, assholes! I'm not, like, perpetually angry.
Really?
Yes, really!
Scale of 1 to 10, Lana, how happy would you say you are in general?
Oh, easily a 6.
A 6? Then what's a 7? Yay, I've got tons of cancer.
Like you're any better.
Seriously? I'm always a total 9.
Oh, please.
I'm buoyant, Lana, bordering on bubbly. Listen to how I talk. There's a tone.
A tone.
Yes, Lana, a tone. Notice how my sentences go up at the end?
Oh, yeah, you mean like shut the hell up?
Damn it. Ow!
Ah, now I'm a 7.
Blind luck, you are my spirit animal.
Holy space snacks. What the hell happened?
Hopefully nothing a fuel cell couldn't survive.
Yeah, otherwise we're pretty much screwed.
Easy, Debbie Downer. No one wants to go to your dark place right now.
You know, yeah, but she's right. We only have enough food for a few days. Then what? We sit around and starve?
Please, whoever survives the culling will have plenty of food.
The what?
The culling. You know, where people suffocate in their sleep with gross, sweaty socks stuffed in their mouths or get accidentally stabbed in the neck while they pee or whatever. What?
The details make it weird.
Just the details?
Idiot.
Welcome. Yeah, that's it. You can go fuck yourself. You nasty motherfucker. Dude, I can't. I can't. I can't.
Why? What are you crying about?
I can't.
What are you crying about?
It's right now, everything is... Some days are just harder than others. Right? Like I don't, oh man, I was doing so good. I was on like a fucking 4-day tear where I haven't done anything. The only reason why I'm sitting in, I knew I was going to end up in here. The second that we left to go get Dominos, I knew I was going to wind up in here. Because sometimes shit happens that is just so fucking unbelievable. I really start to question life. And like, what is this really all about? Who's pulling the strings? When is the punchline coming? Like, this is a joke, right? This whole thing is made up. Like, we all need to take a moment in our lives right now, including you, and we all should thank Domino's for existing. Why should we do that? They make terrible food, and I don't really appreciate that you would tell me that I should do something like that. I don't want to do it. Well, I'm going to tell you why you should do it. Here's why. Big reveal.
You are the gayest since gay came to Gay Town.
Whoa, easy.
Food service? Are you kidding me? This is third world, and I'm from the first. I'm number one, baby.
Something was just placed there. I don't know what. If it wasn't for places like Domino's, there would be people that would have no idea what to do with their lives at all. Like, in between, sucking dick and being an airhead, there has to be something that comes in between those two activities, and for some people, that's Domino's. This is so rude. This is so rude. The fact that I'm even editing this right now should speak to the level of mental illness that I'm currently suffering with. Anybody in their right mind would just fucking delete it and start over again. Not me. I shouldn't say sucking dick and or eating pussy. We'll add that to the list. Yeah, because that'll fix it. Because I didn't ask this fucking broad what her preferences were. And just by looking at her, because I'm a judgmental fuck, especially when I'm hungry. Matter of fact, yeah, that lands me in here before we even leave for Domino's. I was sitting on my fucking couch, dude. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a fucking sub. Because, why not? You gotta switch it up once in a while. Let's just go down the street, we'll get a sub, we'll split it. Tomorrow, we'll try to go to the store, get some food in the house, whatever. So I call, I order it. I leave, I go to leave. And who's walking in my fucking house? My fucking mother is walking into my house.
Hey!
What? What are you doing? You can't just fucking walk in here, dude. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? There could be any number of things that are happening in here, none of which should be done in your presence. Including this, by the way. But she just walks in the door, la-di-da, I own the fucking joint, or I think I do, right? So, she's here. I was like, great. Now what am I gonna do? I'm stuck here. So 20 minutes goes by. I'm usually out the door with intent to go get the food so that, the longer window that you leave for your food to be sitting around, people could be touching it, spitting on it, who knows what the fuck they're doing, right? I don't know. It's an Italian joint. These people have burned down their own place for insurance money. Allegedly. They don't give a fuck about food, bro. I wish... Okay, you know what? I almost said full disclosure. Then I almost said fair exchange. What I'm trying to say is... Allegedly. It has been alleged that these people burned down their establishment for the insurance money. Now you might ask yourself, well, why would they be accused of something like that? Oh, you mean because the whole place was set on fire intentionally, and then they moved their store not even 3 blocks from where it currently is now, under a different name, by the way. A different name. This place is under a different name now, but they didn't change much. Their food sucks. It's terrible. Now these people, I mean, there are Italians in there, if you can call them that. I mean, I don't. They're Americans. They're not Italians. They're Americans. You know why? Because they've embraced capitalism, and I salute them for that. Right? Like, I can appreciate that you came here to this country, or you hired a bunch of your cousins. I don't know the fucking dynamic, but and besides, everybody knows that most Italian restaurants now, the cook is a fucking Mexican.
When do we eat? I'm hungry.
So you could be a racist all you want, but those motherfuckers know how to cook, dude. Dead ass. There's a guy up the street in a different piece of joint that we go to, makes the best when this dude and you can tell when this dude makes it, because when the other whoever else does it should throw themselves off a cliff or never make a pizza again because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. But the Mexican dude that makes it, sweet dough, everything is just fucking, it's great. The rest of those fucking idiots. Anyway, I get the fucking sub, right? And I come back here, I open it up, and it's fucking soggy. No! Few things I hate more in this lifetime than a soggy sandwich, dude. I hate it. I wanted to bring it back and be like, dude, change this shit out right now. I don't know what you did to it, but it's wet and soggy and pineapples. I don't want it. But I didn't have time to do that because then we had to go to fucking Dominos. So now I got a $10 sub sitting in the fridge that I'm not going to eat. Yes, I am. Because I'm going to go back to that pizzeria tomorrow and I'm going to buy bread from them so that I can bring it home, cut it open, and put their dog shit sub in it that should have been, got that dog shit, that should have been made right the first time. That's what I'm gonna do. Because goddamn it, I ordered, I'm going to fucking eat it. This is really what I wanted. But anyway, we go to fucking Domino's, dude. And because of that, and I'm gonna say this in a certain way now, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm ripping this 100% off the Broad Street Breakdown, specifically Vinny Paz and OG Gavin, because since they said it like that, I can't, like, it's gone from a depressing thing to like, okay, they've injected some life into it, so now it's cool to do that. They don't say pandemic, they say pandemic, like they know it's a deal, right? They know it's a whole thing, so now they say it in like a sing-songy way. So now from now on, that's how I'm gonna say it. I don't say pandemic anymore, I say pandemic. And yeah, I stole it, 100%. I'll admit it, that's the greatest shit. Dude, I laughed so hard when I first heard him break that out. I couldn't stand it. That shit was great. And they do it casually too, which is the fucking best. Like in the middle of a conversation, every time they bring it up, dude, it's the best. I love it. So I'm stealing that. So because of the pandemic, they have signs up on their windows. Now I want you to keep in mind, there's 4 halves to 1 retard in this fucking store. We're gonna get to that in a second. Technically 5. I hear her yelling from the other room. They have numbers on the door, right? Piece of paper, written out phone number, says no inside pickup. Call store for confirmation. Something like that. Right? So I'm standing outside the door, and I would call, but I see them staring at us. So I'm thinking there's one other car in this entire parking lot. One. Nobody's in it. It's been off for hours. I mean, I didn't go over and feel it and smell it and see if it was cold or whatever, but trust me, it hadn't moved. You could just tell these things, right? So they're all staring at us, and then they go about doing their fucking business like nothing's going on, dude. So I'm like, alright, this asshole is really gonna make me call them right now. Nobody else is here, but you're gonna make me call you. And I did refrain from using it because I don't want to overdo it. Kill their bit before it even takes off the ground. But, oh, by the way, Terminator Timeline, it's fucking May 11th, 9:56 p.m. I'll be at the dock, standing there. And by the way, this fucking dumb bitch doesn't have her fucking face mask on. She got it around her chin. She's not making the food. Luckily, she's not making the food. Although I wanted to be like, you know what? We gotta get the fuck. Why? I should not even take this from you right now. I literally should pay for it and throw it in your fucking face. Be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Put that fucking mask. Are you crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Or are you just stupid, dude? Are you just fucking stupid? What the fuck are you doing? I don't care. Shut up. Listen. How hard is it? I know it's uncomfortable. I wear one too. Everywhere I go. The only time I don't wear one is when I'm walking around in my fucking house. 90% of the time. And if I don't have it on, I have it in my pocket. For sure. Do not leave the house without it. The mask is the new American Express card.
On every American Express card, there is one word we take very seriously. Member.
American Express customer service.
To us, membership means personal service.
I managed to lose my wallet.
Mr. Gardner, I'll have a new card for you by tomorrow.
Terrific. I'll pick it up myself. And thanks for cancelling the old one.
Goodbye.
And for you, membership opens up a whole world of opportunities.
It's great. Don't deliver it. I'll ride it home. Ah, that'll do nicely.
I adore Seville, but I couldn't bear to leave Spain without spending a couple of days in Barcelona.
I can arrange that for you.
Sorry I was so late.
But we made an assured reservation.
American Express, of course. We've kept your rooms for you.
Athens. Tonight? Yeah, sure. Unpacked.
American Express card members know that membership has its privileges. To find out more, phone us free on 0800 400 406 now.
Which, where the fuck have you been? Did you guys just run everybody into crippling debt and then disappear? Is that how these things happen? I don't know. But, so, I fucking called them. And now I got some uppity asshole recording that's like, order your food from blah 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 and try some of this and a little bit of that and do all of these things. No. Or press 0 at any time to be connected with a specialist, a representative, an agent, whatever the fucking word was that they used, right? And I go, no, I press 0, like, I'm looking at this asshole. I'm gonna watch her pick up the phone. Right? Pause. Dramatic effect. It pauses for 2 seconds, and then this dumb bitch comes back on the phone, the automated one, and she's like, try one of our sodas or whatever. You'll love it. You know you want to. No. Stop it. Is there a consent form that I can sign? Because I really feel like you're pressuring me right now, and I'm not into it, dude. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna pull you up on sexual assault charges, but I'm just letting you know you're not gonna like where this ends up. And why are you? Yeah. Gotta even that out. Probably didn't make a bit of a difference to you, but it's driving me fucking crazy. I gotta fix this. Everything goes in a box. It goes in the box.
What's going on over there? I saw you with the box. What was in the box?
Jesus. Now it's uneven again. Fuck it. Whatever. So, I'm watching the phone ring, and I'm watching in real time as this fucking 3/4 of a retard, whatever I said before, I knew it was more clever than when I just said it right now, picks up the line, and she's looking at me, and we're having a conversation like this is the dumbest shit ever, bro. Why don't you just yell through the glass? I would respect that more. That would be a real New Jersey piece of shit thing to do. But no, we gotta do this communication thing. I could do sign language to you, how close we are to each other right now, right? Like, what are we doing? So it's like, what's your address? I understand why you're asking me for an address. Spoiler alert. I'm picking it up. So you don't need my address. You can use my name. You can use my phone number. You can use the last 4 digits to my fucking debit card, probably, that you already have. You can use my fingerprints or scan my fucking voice pattern analysis. Whatever it is. You know, you don't need my address. I'm picking it up. It's on file already, dude. But whatever. Give her the address. Nope. Not seeing it. Sorry, not seeing it. I don't see it. What'd you say the address was again? I go, it might be under...
You lie! You're a fucking liar!
Instead. Right? Like, it might be under that. And I just paused rather than say it, because then I gotta cut it out later, and I'll just throw something in there, whatever. No.
Not here. Can't see it. Sorry. Don't know where it is. Can't see it.
I'm gonna shoot myself. I know what this fucking asshole looks like, dude, and it's still just bleach blonde hair, a bazooka fucking bubblegum chewing loud as fuck, annoying type of Beverly Hills bitch, dude. And look, say what you want. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't care. Fuck this asshole. And you know what? I'd be saying the same shit if it was a fucking dude. I would say the same shit if it was a fucking dude. It just so happened to be a member of our society that had a vagina. Oh shit, you just used the V word. And you assumed what their sexual preference was. Like, you're not allowed to do that anymore. Okay, boomer. We don't do that anymore. It's not allowed. Alright, because what I do with my body is my business. Yeah, it is. It is your business. So do it and shut the fuck up about it. How about that? How hard is it? What are you sneaking over here for?
Later.
I don't think I have.
He's still over 25 lighters in mine.
Shut up.
See, he didn't have it.
I said I don't think I have it. I thought I took it out and put it on the couch. Stupid. So, dude, the long story short of this is she can't find the fucking address, right? As she's doing this fucking Pop-Tart wrapper eating motherfucker, while she's doing this, some dude comes to the door and says, "You're ordering for Kevin, right? Or you're picking up for Kevin, right?" Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Are you paying cash or are you paying with a card? Because if you're paying with a card, I could just, you could just give her the card number over the phone and we'll punch it in. Okay, that's cool. I could do that. So apparently this fucking half a Momo I'm talking to her tit this whole time, because when it's not in her ear.
Can you just do me a favor and don't be a fucking idiot right now? I need that to not be a thing, if that would be cool.
It's in her fucking titty. That's where the phone is. So she can't hear what I'm saying anyway, so it's not like it'll make a fucking difference. I could have said whatever I wanted. Wouldn't have mattered. I mean, it's recorded. I mean, later on I suppose they could have pulled me up on charges if they wanted to, but I wasn't going to say anything that crazy. Just saying, making a point. So they found it somehow, which I'm sure was none of her doing. Which, I mean, what the fuck do you even do, dude? If you can't execute a fucking phone call, what the fuck do you do? What do you do? What? I would have loved to have sat in on that interview. So you want a job at Dominos, do you? Alright, sounds good to me. That's severely disrespectful. I would never imply that some poor hooker would have to suck a manager's dick at Domino's to get a job. Rain pepperonis. I wouldn't say anything like that. That's a terrible thing to say. Very rude of me to do that. I'm just joking. I'm sure she would have did it for nothing. Like, there's gonna be a job opportunity. That's the punchline, dude. It's like, I'll suck your dick for nothing, just for the joy just sucking dick.
Hey, babe, real quick.
Now, again, I don't know. It's fun to make up a story. This bitch could be munching butt for all the fuck I know, dude. I'm just making observations here. Just like when people look at me, they go, oh, he must do crack. Well, why do you say that? Look at his fucking face, man. Well, I don't do crack, sir. And I can't think of the word that I want to use right now. But your opinion of me doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't jive, you know? It doesn't work. Not into it. Not feeling it. I don't like it. I'm opposed to it. Still not the word. I don't know. Your opinion forming is suspect. I don't know what the fucking word is. And look, I don't know. This chick can suck 100 dicks a day for all I know. I have no idea. All I know is she couldn't find my fucking food, dude. And then she sends some guy to the fucking door like I don't know what. I was gonna say a mafia boss, but that doesn't fit here. And stop trying to play out the Godfather, god damn it. I hear you. What the fuck is it? Can you hear this? What is that? Yeah, we're not trying to do anything in here. Don't worry about it. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to watch, we'll all watch. Why don't we do that? And if you can't hear this, I'm going to come off like a crazy person, but whatever. Ew. Oh, fucking anime. I'll never give up. I'll never surrender. What's that? Like, why? Why do you all talk like that, dude? What the fuck? What does that mean? You all. Cartoons, bitch. You got a problem with that? You identify as a cartoon now, motherfucker? What? What? Don't get erased, bitch. Oh, shit. That was right off the top of the head. Top of the dome. I was going to say dome, but then I second guessed it, and I should have just went with it, because that would have made it better. But it's over now. So anyway, this fucking vacuum. This vacuum. Alright, let me stop. Because some people are not gonna know. Some people are not gonna know that this is a fucking bit that I'm doing. This asshole of a human being contributed nothing to this whole interaction. Other than, I guess the dude told her, like, he's paying with a card. So she then comes to the door, takes my card from me, swipes it, does the whole deal. She brings the pizzas out, puts them down on a table, and then takes the card that she just grabbed from me and puts it down in a pizza box. As if, I don't want to touch your hand, dude. I don't want to touch your hand, but the fact that you just grabbed it from me and now you're going to try to act like you're doing something preventative by putting it on top of a fucking pizza box you probably licked earlier because there was a box.
You're ignorant.
Wow, shit. Terrible. It's terrible. Terrible. Very lowbrow humor on the program this evening. You know, what do you want from me, dude? I'm one person. I'm fueled up on pepperonis and grease. If you don't like it, I don't care, because you receive one anyhow. You don't know what I'm talking about. Some of you do. What's the fucking, how's it go? I know the beginning part of it. I take a pepperoni and I'll punch it through your head. Yeah.
If you want something crazy like pineapples, I'll kill you.
That's still funny, dude. Still funny. First time I heard that shit, I laughed so hard I almost threw up. And I still think it's funny. I don't laugh as hard as I used to, but it's still good and goddamn funny. So I spent the majority of the ride back, ranting and raving, you know, about what an asshole this fucking lady is, right? Jen's fucking laughing it up. And I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, this is just, I should just start recording myself. But then the problem is, I need these moments to be genuine, right? When I genuinely get worked up and I start riffing on something, there's the potential to be funny. But if I know, I might have to just start moving around like how stand-up comedies record sets, except when I leave the house, I just have to tell everybody I bump into that I'm wearing a wire, you know? Just don't talk about illegal activity. I mean, we can cut it out later. That's no problem. And I don't know why I would be around people that are committing crimes anyway. I don't fucking... What big time criminals am I hanging with? Well, I'm not. It's just, you know, a lot of things are considered crimes, dude. A lot of things. Things that you probably didn't know were still a crime are very much still a crime. Like jaywalking, for example. Hardened fucking jaywalker criminal right here, dude.
It's a girdle.
Trish know about this?
It's not a woman's girdle, it's a man's girdle.
They make girdles for men?
Yeah, they make girdles for men.
They do, huh?
Yeah, they do. Haven't worn this uniform in 15 years. Cleaners must have shrunk it.
Oh, well, you should take it to Chen over in Alpine.
I did take it to Shen over here, Alpine. Look at it, it's shrunk all up in here. Yeah, I had to hold my breath there.
Did you see that?
See what?
Jaywalker.
Jaywalking.
Hey, hold it right there, pal. Can you step up here, please?
Me?
Yes, you.
Well, what happened?
What did I do? What'd you do? Jaywalking. I saw you. Large as life. I'm gonna have to cite you.
Jaywalking? Oh, Jesus, come on.
Hey, can you handle this one yourself? Should I radio for backup, huh?
Smartass. People are committing actual crimes in this city, and you're hassling me for crossing the street.
Shut up! Right? Yeah.
Oh, you know how to fill one of these out?
A long time ago. Let me see. Can't read it. It's print with a little, but I'm glasses.
You're no help.
Can we speed this up, please? You may have nothing to do. I have things to do today, okay?
No, we can't. So will you shut up?
Jaywalking. License.
Yeah? License?
Yeah,
Jaywalking?
Yeah, jaywalking.
I don't have it on me, okay? I wasn't driving, okay? I was walking. What do I need, a walking license now?
Let's just shoot him.
What is he, crazy?
Get out of the way, Rod. I'm gonna drill him. We can make it look like suicide. Get out of the way. We can make it look like suicide.
Video camera.
I don't care. I'm still gonna drill him. Get out of the way.
Get out of here before my partner kills you.
No, that way. Not that way. This way. This way. Over there. Go right now. Right there. Yeah.
You don't know. Anyway. And you know what? Since we're talking about fucking assholes, let me bring up my mom for a second. I don't know. What kind of fucking person, dude? She's like, oh, that was fast. No, it wasn't. It took a long time. It was like a half hour there and a half hour back. Because we went somewhere completely out of the fucking way to get it. But, you know, I come back in, I start telling her about how thank God for Dominos, because if there was no Dominos, some people are so fucking dumb that they might not be able to generate an income any other way. And that's big talk coming from a guy that collects a fucking check every month. Yeah, go fuck your mother, asshole, okay? I get it. Who the fuck are you to be talking about anybody fucking else? Bitch, take my legs for a spin and then talk shit, motherfucker, alright? Alright? Alright, that's what the fuck I thought. You don't want my problem, so shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and go back to your picket lines about abortion or women in the workplace or whatever fucking gay shit you're rambling on about nobody cares about, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Let people make their goddamn decisions and leave it the fuck alone. Are they sucking some shit out of your vagina? No? Then shut the fuck up. It ain't your goddamn business. And even if they were, who the fuck are you to tell somebody that if they were raped, they don't have a right to terminate that fucking thing, dude? That's a crazy town. That's crazy town. Yeah, you know what we should do? Let's force this woman to have this rapist child so that after she gives birth to it, she can drown it in a bathtub.
Destined to end up in a bathtub like Whitney did.
For being a constant reminder of the person that fucking raped her and got her pregnant. Because that's the smart thing to do. Not vacuum it out in very early stages of life, quote unquote, where it would do damage still to the person's psyche who has to get it done, and hopefully to the rapist who, for some reason, I guess that's the only way that dude could have a kid, is if he rapes somebody. Fuck that guy. Hope he sets on fire somewhere.
Oh man, my dick's on fire.
Fuck him. Piece of shit. But we're not, what am I doing? I'm sorry, I brought up my mom, and I got nostalgic about abortion. My apologies. These things are gonna happen. And I meant mine, not hers, mine. Shouldn't have been a contender. That type of shit. I don't know why did I do this when I said that, but that's what I did. So I'm telling her this, and I open up with that. And then she looks at me with the straightest face in the world. And she says, "Oh, you mean like because there's no food in the stores, right? And people need to eat. So it's a good thing that Domino's is around so they can order pizza from them." No. That's not at all what I mean. At all. And what fucking conversation are you listening to that's what you thought I meant? Oh, wait, that's right. You don't listen when people talk. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. You don't listen. You hear what you want to hear. You take out the parts that you like, and you fuck the rest of it off. And that's the end of the fucking story. Right? So, I'm in the middle of a fucking sentence, and she looks to me and she says, "Hey, wait a minute. I gotta tell you this. This thing that happened to me that has to do with Domino's. You're never gonna believe it. So hold on a second." I literally went, ugh. Like, you know what? Now I don't even want to tell you. Now I don't even want to tell you. How are you gonna fucking hijack me in the middle? This is the origin story of why I'm here, I think, is what happened. I think we just figured it out. Is my father was a mute. Hell of a dad thing. My mother don't shut the fuck up. And that's the story. That's how you get this. Mix a little CP here. Dash of MS there. Sprinkle of mental problems.
You mix them up in a pot. What the fuck do you got? You got the realest and illest
podcast. That's how it happens. That's how it happens. If you didn't know. And come to think of it, I don't even know what the fuck did she cut me off for. It's something real dumb. Real fucking stupid. Oh, never mind. I remember. This is how dumb. This is how fucking stupid this is. Oh, hold on to your thought. Not important. Like everything else that has happened to you or in your life for the past 30 plus years. Fuck you.
So anyway, I'm at home, right? And
she doesn't talk like that. I don't know why. I just gave her that voice. But
she's like, so I'm at home and I hear a knock on my back door, and she's
kind of like laughing through it as she's saying it. None of the humor is landing for me. Jen walks out in the living room and witnesses this fucking car crash happening in real time. And I'm walking away because I'm like, not only am I not going to tell you now, but I'm not interested in what you have to say. I don't care. Unless the story ends with, and that's how the domino got put on the box, your story doesn't matter. But she goes, so,
apparently one of the neighbors.
Again with that voice. I guess that's her voice now.
Apparently one of the neighbors ordered Domino's, right? And see, what happened was, they knocked on my back door. And when I asked them who was there, they didn't answer. So I didn't know what was going on. Like, this is crazy. So I was like, who's there? I'm
trying not to make myself laugh now, because I sound like such a fucking idiot.
Who's there? Nobody's answering me until finally somebody says, Domino's. And I mean, I didn't know there were any Domino's, right? So like, you got the wrong apartment. Isn't that crazy?
No. It is. the worst part of this whole thing is that that's the reaction that she got with none of the laughter. Just dead serious. No, it's not crazy. Things like that happen. I just fucking. We need to fight, dude. We need to fight. It's been boiling for years. You know it. I know it. Maybe we just fist fight each other. Maybe we'll feel better, right? You can't say that. Sometimes though, I would love to beat her ass, and then I remember that's what she has boyfriends for. That's probably the worst thing you've ever said. That's probably the worst thing you ever said. That's terrible. Which she does get beat up constantly. And I gotta tell you, I don't feel bad anymore. Because I tried, and I understand the way bad relationships work, especially those that are rooted into violence. You eventually trick yourself into believing this person actually gives a fuck about you, so that when they treat you badly, you just learn to punish yourself for it. This has happened my entire life. I've seen dudes come and go. All of them scumbag pieces of shit. All of them. One worse than the next. You know, it's all bad. It's all bad. Like, you'd think she would have a little respect for herself, but no, she doesn't. She just doesn't. It's the road of least resistance. That's what it is. If getting punched in my face once in a while means that I can go to work, shovel McDonald's into my fucking face, go home, bitch and complain about my job, maybe blow a little. I can't even finish it. I can't even finish that sentence. Thank fucking God. You know, maybe suck a bunch of dick. You know, whatever the fuck it is that this animal does, right? But you know what? I mean, dude, I tried. I really did. I honestly did. We used to fucking all hours of the fucking night, dude, calling me like I'm the fucking parent. Like, you're not gonna believe it. What happened? We got in a big fight and just.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. Please check the number and try your call again.
It is out of sheer morbid curiosity I'm allowing this freak show to continue. If you dare.
You were the only one that was ever nice to me.
We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible.
Make sure you get your whole head in front of the shotgun. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling.
Maybe it's me, I'm a little fucked up, maybe.
Laughing.
At.
Birds.
And we're back.
I don't like this lady. Okay? Never have. Never have. There was a short period in my childhood where I thought that she walked on fucking water, and that was very short-lived. You can only be ditched or told to get the fuck out of here, leave me the fuck alone, I can't take this, I'm going out. You know, you can only deal with so much of that shit before you start disconnecting, and you're like, you know what, fuck her. What does she know? What does she know? Who the fuck is she? Nobody. What did you do wrong? You didn't do nothing wrong. And I think this is also where a lot of the insecurities come from. I know 100% for a fact it's where a lot of my trust issues come from. For fucking sure. For fucking sure. Not even a question. Not even a question. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you a doctor? No. But you don't have to be a fucking doctor to be able to connect dots and go, that situation gave me this problem. I think anybody could do that. If you're honest enough about what it is that has gone on in your life. Where the fuck was I even going with this, dude? Is it fucking raining out? Oh, that would just top my night off, wouldn't it? Wait for it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Any second. Yeah.
I was gonna say something very inappropriate. I'm gonna take somewhere out, because she seems like she has to go potty. But, that wasn't what I was gonna say. Man, I can't fucking play with myself, in peace without taking a dog out.
Well, now you know how I feel.
But I don't really play with myself.
Well, me neither. I mean, it's not playtime, it's work, goddammit.
I know. Holy shit. I'm surprised that you're not like Mr. Bulge Arms over there.
It's fucking ridiculous. Like, sometimes you just gotta be like, forget it. I'll just rub it on something until it explodes. Not really, but...
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we gotta keep on rubbing. Come on somewhere and let's go potties. You stopped me from doing what I was doing. Let's go. Come on.
Fucking gross ass throwing up in the middle of the fucking living room, bitch.
And then you're wanting more food. Some more. Come on.
She's going to make me go.
Yeah, I know, because she's about to go lay down in the
She
bed
won't.
until you.
She won't go out unless I get up and go because it's dark out. She won't go outside without me, which is fucked. But all right, we'll pause it, try to figure out what the fuck I was talking about, and we'll come back.
About Dominos.
No, yeah, I know, but what a fucking mess. I don't know. I just went back 3 minutes to the end, and I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. There's way too many things happening all at once for me to figure out what exactly I was on. But I think I was making a point of this lady is a dope, right? Like, horrible people for my entire life. Just not good dudes. Notoriously bad. I mean, I can literally name some of them off the top of my head because I remember them. There was one guy. I think I know his name. I'm not gonna say it, obviously. But wherever he is, he's probably fucking dead, cocksucker. I hope so. It's fucking... Dude, I don't know, maybe this is a fucking made up memory, but I could swear, dude, I didn't go anywhere with her often. Unless we were going up north to see the family, but I could swear she brought me to this fucking dude's house who was having a fucking coke party. Now that I look back on it, heavy fucking users, bro. Heavy users. Like, I think I blocked out a lot of shit in my life, dude. Honestly. I just remember going to some place. Everything was off. Weird. People were fucked up. I don't know a lot of things But you could tell, even when you're young, when shit don't seem to be adding up right. Like, you could tell there's... Like, I've been around the neighborhood drunk, people smoking weed, whatever, but not like this. Pretty sure people were smoking crack, but I can't be certain. What's your obsession with crack? I don't have an obsession. It's just what it was. If you put a gun to my head, I would be 100% certain that there was cocaine involved somewhere. Especially because there was a lady, who I think was this dude's sister, who was maybe 100 pounds. Maybe. A full-grown lady. Maybe 100 pounds. And I remember it because her wrists were so small, dude, that my hand could literally wrap around her whole wrist like this. That's not some shit you forget. Ugh. That guy was a cunt. But I think she picks bad motherfuckers because she was always yelled at for the type of person that she would choose, even though they were wrong. So in her deluded brain, she's like, I'll just be a rebel against the system, not realizing that was trying to be for your benefit, but you're a fucking dope and you don't listen to reason. Even when you know that you're supposed to get out of it, you stick around anyway. Maybe that was the point. How many times we fucking 2 o'clock in the morning woken up out of a dead sleep to fucking let her in the house so she could sleep over for the night to try to work up the balls to kick this You're an animal! And she would never do it. She would cry for hours about how, everything is gonna change. This motherfucker don't work. He just sits at home all day while I pay all the bills and do all this shit. I'm like, bro, after the third time, I'm like, dude, here's the deal. This is what's gonna happen. It's either you're gonna give me the money and I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna buy a new deadbolt and lock for your fucking door, or you can go back to your fucking house and you can throw that motherfucker out in the street like you should have, or you can go for the third option, which would be just go back to your fucking life. Because we both know that's what you're gonna do. We both know that's what you're gonna do. You don't mean a goddamn thing you're saying right now. Maybe a part of you means it. Like the part of your brain that still thinks rationally, like, I gotta get out of this, is telling you to fucking pack up, right? But then you fight with that logic because why? Maybe you don't want to be alone. Maybe you just get used to it. Maybe you don't think you're strong enough to kick this motherfucker out. Supposedly she has. He keeps coming back. All I know is if I were to be put in charge of this shit, that would not be happening. And not because I'm some big fucking tough guy. It just wouldn't happen. I don't care how the job needs to get done. It would get fucking done. You would not step foot in that fucking apartment again.
You did it to my cousin, too.
Well, yeah. Well, that I did. Fuck, dude. Look, I'm not a tough guy for like the 5th time that I'm saying it, but I have a set of fucking rules, and you don't violate those rules. And if you do, you go. Simple as that. There's no way around it.
And both parties, was like, obey these, 3 simple rules. No drugs. No hardcore drugs in the house.
Yeah.
So the only thing that was allowed was just weed and your medications.
Yeah.
Whoever's taking their medications, as long as it's,
Yeah, but this is a whole separate thing in and of itself.
Well, no, I was just saying, we both made the agreement, alright, if he falls back into his own shit, you know, he's going.
He's gotta go. Yeah.
And then when it came down to it, he was trying to make me feel bad.
Yep, like they do.
I was
like they
about
do.
to give in
Yep.
and let him stay.
Fuck that.
And you know, Kevin was like, "Fuck that."
Nope.
You grabbed his fucking book bag. Ooh, no, you grabbed, I think, one of my book bags, and you just shoved his shit.
Everything that he brought into this house was put into industrial sized garbage bags because I'm not an animal. I grabbed all of his shit nicely.
Oh yeah,
Didn't break anything.
I should have just said that, you know. First off, you know, you didn't just shove it in.
I grabbed the bags, I put it all in there, I put his shit out on the fucking curb, and I said, when you're ready, come get your shit, because you're not staying here no more.
I know, and
you can
get me to come outside so he could talk to me.
Make you feel bad so he can try to worm his way back in the apartment, but I got news for you.
Him trying to tell me, why you gonna have a controlling asshole, you know.
Yeah, controlling asshole that doesn't want heroin in our fucking house because I give a fuck about our lives, dude.
Especially due to the fact that my mom did say, you know, to us, you know, like, heroin, even though that you won't, if you didn't know about it, they would still come and arrest you guys.
Yeah, well,
you know, because heroin is really bad.
I was talking about
I heard you talk about a little bit.
But, you know, it's the same shit. That's a no, there's no negotiation.
There was a couple of times that your mom tried to get you to come over there, and you did kick him out multiple times for your mom, and
yeah, but she never,
you know, he was always back there.
But she never let me enforce it though. Like if
there was plenty of times, you know, when we lived in the old apartment or when we lived in Seaside, you know, there was times that I had to drive you to, you know, her town to fucking get your mom's keys from him, and then he was just making, you know, sets of keys because your mom was like, I don't know how he's getting in, and you're like,
yes, she does. She gives this fucking guy everything. She gives him everything. This dude's the biggest
douchebag.
One of the biggest pieces of shit I ever met in my fucking life.
There's a fucking angry pig. Not angry pig. On Angry Birds, there's this pig, this boss, you know, that I call Steve.
Yeah, because it looks like him.
Yeah.
This guy's a fucking piece of shit.
Minus the green.
This guy's a piece of shit. Real scumbag, asshole motherfucker. But, you know, I mean, this fucking guy, I'll give you my beef straight up with him. What I can say definitively, without throwing allegations all over the place, is that motherfucker is partially the reason why I went to jail. Not for a long time, not a hardened criminal, it was only for weed. It's the point. This fucking wannabe middle America Scottish douchebag cocksucker motherless fuck used to call the cops on a daily, every day. There was payphones. Remember those? When those used to be around, there were payphones down the street from her apartment. He would go to the payphone every day and call the local cops and tell them about how I was breaking the law. Selling drugs, smoking weed, whatever he had to say to try to get an investigation open. And in the town that she lives in, the cops are bored as shit, so they got nothing better to do. Except all the times that he called before, there was never anything going on. So they were all like, yeah, all right, man, we get it. Like, we know this dude is a problem, meaning me. Like, I'm a problem for this town. But dude, this opened up a whole can of fucking worms, dude. There's so much shit I have to go over for all of this to make sense. Here's the deal. Plain and simple, this motherfucker called the cops on me. On multiple occasions. I happened to be fucking doing some shit I shouldn't have been doing, but I ended up getting in trouble with his help, and of course, 7 other people, fucking pussies, all of them rolled over on me. 7 motherfuckers, dude. Can you imagine? 7 separate individuals sat in that interrogation room and thought to themselves, how am I going to get out of this? I got an idea. I'll throw you under the bus because I know when you find out I did it, you're not going to shoot me in the fucking face. So I'll be fine. That's the way they thought. Not me. I can't. Look, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that I was fucking brave and that I wasn't scared. I was scared as fuck, dude. Are you kidding me? Some people don't care about court and jail. I care. I give a shit about these things. Especially because I'm not that dude. Like, you gotta be, I don't want to say hardened criminal, but you have to build yourself up a record, I would imagine, until, I mean, I don't know, I never sat down with a hardened criminal and asked questions about prison and anxiety and jail and court and stuff like that. I never have had the opportunity to do that. But I would imagine that you would have to build a record up for you to lose the anxiety of this is just a cage that I'm stuck in 23 hours and 45 minutes out of the day, except for when I can take a cold shower and maybe use a payphone. That's it. But I don't like those places, dude. I couldn't in good conscience throw somebody into a situation that I don't myself want to be in, so I'm gonna fucking rat them out so they can do the time I didn't want to do. That's a fucking terrible thing to do to somebody. Not to mention that there's no going back from that. The accusation alone of you being a fucking rat, there's no coming back from that. There's just not. There's not. I can tell you, because while everybody thought they were smarter than me, oh, this fucking...
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
He's gonna roll over in a fucking heartbeat, dude. He gets caught with a couple grams of weed, and now here goes the whole operation. There was no operation. It was just me. There was no operation, but I know people, right? Who then everybody assumes automatically means that because I know somebody that I'm into whatever it is that they're into or whatever they're doing. Not the case. Believe it or not, you can even be friends with somebody, know them for a long time, and still have no idea what the fuck it is they do with their personal time because it's not your business. You don't ask questions. There was a time where people lived before social media, when you could tweet to everybody you're taking a shit. There were things that happened. The point is, there's one dude, again, not the fucking criminal guy, but anybody that's worth something in this world that has even a quarter ounce of street smarts can spot a rat when they see one. There's a dude, again, whole nother can of worms. Everything that I'm telling you, there's stories connected to in different sections of life that happened before or after all of this for it to make sense. But there was one dude who was really heavy with the pills, dude. Like, really fucking heavy. This dude, he was around since me and my friends were kids. Like, I don't even know how old he is. He's not much older than us, but I guess at the time, because he was taller, I always thought he was way older than he was. So, like, he literally could have been just getting into high school, and I thought this dude was already, like, halfway through school. Like, I thought it was weird. It was to the point where I thought it was weird that somebody that is his age is hanging out with people our age, not knowing that there's not that big of a difference, but still. But this dude winds up getting wrapped up into the pill game, right? Because that's how it happens. Everybody's wrapped up now. We're all just wrapped up in different ways. Like, this dude maybe had some legitimate problems at one point in time. Maybe. I say maybe because this motherfucker is a liar. He's a liar. I know there's a word for it. Can't think of it. Lies about everything. Even shit you don't need to lie about, this motherfucker lies about. Just because. Just because. Why not? Right? So I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, bro. Like, I'm trying to... I don't know what I'm talking about. Habitual liar? That's what it is?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I had many conversations with a friend of mine about this dude. And we'd go back and forth. Like, would he do that? Would he not? I don't know. Were we doing anything crazy? You know, I mean, dude, not to sound like an old man, but even smoking weed is still like a big deal out here. People are still going to jail for smoking weed out here in 2020. Jail. Legit. You could go to it right now. Dude, I just telling her this before. If I made this up, went to Hollywood, and pitched it as a story, they would laugh in my face because they would say, dude, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Where do you come up with the audacity to make us think somebody would believe this? Right now, in 2020, there are dispensaries in New Jersey that you can legally, when having obtained documentation, you can legally walk in there, despite the fact that it's still federally illegal, by the way. You can walk in there and you could buy medical marijuana. At the same time, while that is happening, people are still getting arrested and going to jail for marijuana. Does that make sense to anybody? I don't get it. Like, okay, I understand the dynamics, right? Like, a Percocet is a controlled substance. If you get a prescription from your doctor, you can go to the pharmacy plug, get a prescription, and you're all good. But if you get caught with Percocet and you don't have a prescription, you're going to fucking prison. But that's because, like, we know controlled substances are dangerous, right? Percocets are no fucking joke.
Percocets, 2 times, Percocet, new one come. Percocets, 2 times, Percocet, new one come.
They'll fuck your whole life up.
Oh my God.
Look at the side effects, bro. But in all seriousness, I'd fuck with that beat heavy, dude. Regardless of the bullshit that's on that track, that fucking beat is nice. God knows they fucked up mine, and I don't even abuse the fucking things, and look at the shape I'm in. Can you imagine? Could you imagine? I mean, I do, a part of me really does feel bad for people that don't know what the fuck they're getting into when they start popping pills and shit because they heard some mumble rapping jerk off with multicolored hair or sing about it, and now they want to be cool, so they're gonna go get a pill addiction, not realizing that
Cause when you got a pill sickness, everybody becomes a meal ticket.
there's only 2 ways out. Is fiend for life or coffin. That's it. Because I don't think you ever really beat addiction. And I don't know shit about shit. I'm just stabbing in the dark here. But I don't think you ever beat addiction. It's always there, from what I understand, when people tell me things I've heard. You never beat it. It's always in the back of your mind, like, dude,
go get that shit. You want that shit, right?
And then you had to go, hey, asshole, we lost our house. Our kids, our whatever applies to your situation. Because of that, we can't go back to doing that, but that fucking want is always in the back of your mind. Like, I'm not an alcoholic, but I 100% could have been. 100%. And I'm not even, I say that because, you know, I don't think addiction is heavy in my family outside of tobacco and alcohol. I don't know too many people, and I could be completely wrong about this, but nobody in my immediate family that I know of has been really heavy into the, well, at least on my mom's side. On my mom's side, I don't know anybody. Like, I know my aunt smoked weed when she was in high school. I'm sure she dabbled, but I don't think she ever had like a hardcore drug addiction, right? Or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't think that shit runs in the family, but alcoholism certainly does. But I mean, dude, I haven't had a drink in maybe a year now, maybe longer. It's not a sort of thing that I keep track of. But since I started the thyroid medicine, I can't drink because I'm a sissy, and I listen to the pharmacist when they say, if you're taking this shit, don't drink. So I don't drink. I don't want to explode or something. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. But, you know, I haven't had a drink for a while. And there's still, when people are drinking around me, that's when it's like, oh man, I don't miss alcohol. Don't get it confused. I don't miss alcohol in the sense that I never like the feeling at the end of the night when you're hoping that you pass out before you puke, right? I hate that. I don't miss the trying to keep track of how many drinks I fucking had. Or, you know, like I can't walk away. I can't go from the table to the bar without having somebody's eyeball on my drink because somebody could slip some shit in it. Not because I'm dead sexy, but because, you know, they think I got money. I've had it happen before. The thing I miss about alcohol is the social aspect of it at a party. The very early stages of it, I should say. Because here's one thing you'll notice if you do studies on human beings like I do in my day-to-day life, observing people as they go about their life and mine as I go about my own. If you hung out at a weed party and you hung out at an alcohol party for 2 hours, chances are there's going to be fist fights within that 2-hour window at the alcohol party. More than likely not at a weed party. People don't have weed parties. I'm just saying, dude. I don't know how to word this shit. Like, if you and a bunch of your friends are smoking, everybody's going to try to chill out and have a good time, right? If a bunch of you and your buddies are drinking, see, now, I want to tell you something that I just did. In my own mind, maybe this is the media influencing me. When I said that, I just put weed on women and liquor on men. I just did that in my own mind. Because I realized as I said it, even the way that I said it. Because like in my mind I pictured a bunch of girls sitting around smoking a joint, bullshitting. And on the other end of that, there's a bunch of dudes hammering beers and shit. And before you know it, fists are flying around. You know, people are crying and shit. It's a nightmare. I don't miss any of that. Just the very early stages of alcohol consumption where everybody's kind of got a buzz, you know, where the jokes are fucking happening, whatever. Ugh. You know, people are joking, eating, whatever, having a good time. After that small window, nothing good comes out of alcohol, dude. You're gonna fuck somebody you would not have fucked if you were sober. You're gonna fight probably over some bullshit. And let's not forget the fucking peacocking that goes into what is alcohol consumption. I mean, really, Dude, if I had a fucking dollar for every time I went to a bar and some fucking cunt thought that he had a one-up on me because he was a little bigger than I was, or he thought he was gonna be cute and try to say some dumb shit to me as if I have any regard? Like, are you crazy, dude? If I wasn't for sure that the cops would take me to jail right now, I'd punch you in your mouth right now, dude. I totally would. Totally would. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've gone off the handle plenty of times, dude. Just embarrassing. But, you know, I don't do that shit. I don't do that shit when I smoked weed, bro. If anybody's even raising their voice a little bit, it's like, all right, let's exit out of here and let's go over here where the shit is not happening. Right? Alcohol feeds into the whiteness in your blood that is going to be like, oh, you heard those gunshots. You should go check out and see what that shit is right there, dude. That's what you should do. And I know I make a joke. White people, black people do it too. I'm aware of this. Well, you know, I never really thought about it until recently when my neighbor was talking about white people doing dumb white shit. And I said, that sounds like some shit that white people would do. And she was like, man, black people do it too. You just don't hear about it as often because white people probably do it more. Meaning like fucking with endangered animals and shit like that. That's white people shit. I'm sure there are black people that do it, but it's predominantly a white sport, which is nothing to be proud of. Fuck me, man. I did it again. But alcohol sucks. That's the point that I'm fucking making, I guess. I don't miss it. Just sucks that I can't do it. Like yesterday, I was like, man, I could have had one. But then I said to myself, like, dude, could you really? What do you think? What is it that you think you miss exactly? Tell me about it. Let's figure it out. It's like, okay. Well, it tastes like shit, but I mean, that's how you know it's good, right? Because it tastes terrible. I mean, it depends. You can mix it up with something, but then that's where you get in the danger zone of not realizing how much alcohol you're consuming. I mean, dude, the migraine, the shits the next day, the fucking feeling nauseous and hungover. Fuck all that bullshit, dude. Fuck all of that. It's not worth it. Probably the best thing I ever did. Because I'm not, most of the time, I'm not a fucking fun person to be around when I'm drunk. You? With your winning personality? You're kidding me, dude. Look, most of the time, I think I'm alright. But it doesn't take much. It does not take much. I'm fucking mentally ill, dude. So you stare in my direction too fucking long and we could have a problem. And I say we because I'm not even driving at this point anymore. This has nothing to do with my decision making at all. This is all the alcohol being like, you see that motherfucker looking at you? I mean, the alcohol definitely enhances it. Like, we'd make you a little paranoid. I think that motherfucker's staring at me, dude. Do I smell? Do I smell? Is that me? Is that my... Oh my God. That would make you do that shit. But alcohol is on a whole nother level, dude. I don't know what the fucking point is. Look, I'm all over the fucking place. I was overdue to record anyway. And I have a couple of videos that I need to do. Well, I need to finish. As you can see, I started this one and I didn't have the heart to get through it. I also have this one, which Blaze Your Dead Homie, Wishing Well, and Stella, whatever that is. It sounds fucking terrible. But I'm gonna take the first half of that video that I did, and I will cut it into what the rest of it is. But this fucking track is a half hour long. It's 35 minutes of nothing, dude. It's just horrible noises. It's terrible. Why would I want to do this? I don't. I would not know it existed, but somebody thought it was funny watching a Silencer Death Pierce Me video. Apparently, the funniest part about that was watching me struggle to get to the end of the song. And I guess they want a repeat performance. Which, dude, I gotta tell you. I gotta let you in a secret. I don't know how the fucking magic works, dude, but I can't make it work. If something works for me, it works because it's in the moment and it's sporadic. Like, it might seem like it's planned out. I will think about shit to talk about. And I'll go over a couple different ways in my mind before I set out to record. Or maybe like I'll think of a good idea, but I can't continue to build and create off of that idea. Like, I can't recapture the fucking magic. It has to just happen. Which kind of sucks, because that would make it easier if I could. But then again, I don't think it would be as, like, it's very nerve-wracking, dude. I don't know. I don't know how people, like, how do you make a fucking album and then put it out and be like, okay, everybody loved it. Everybody that was supposed to love it, loved it. Here's your advance. Go make a second album. How do you then make that second album and, like, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. I don't know. I don't think it's possible. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I mean, fair point. Hate it if you want, Marshall, but it's the fucking truth, dude. Look at the Slim Shady LP and then go look at the Marshall Mathers LP. What makes the Marshall Mathers LP so good is the fact that a lot of that album was about the pressures of making an album equally as good as the Slim Shady album. He couldn't do it. It can't be done because you're not the same person at the Marshall Mathers stage that you were at the Slim Shady stage. You're not. Different dude. You got money now. Little bit of it, even if it is at the time. You're touring the fucking world. We're not in the trailer park anymore, Dorothy. So he can't bring that same, he could take the same energy and put it into whatever is bothering him, but he can't recreate that. That's my problem. And I'm not anywhere near as talented as that guy is. But, bro, please stop trying to fucking blend in. You are not the rest of these people. Who the fuck told you it was a good idea to try to, maybe it's gotta be your ego. It has to be. Cause like, dude, I don't like, you know what? Listening to Jim and Sam earlier, Sam made a point that one thing that he really respects about Jay-Z is the fact that Jay-Z is still doing Jay-Z shit. He's not changing his sound. Allegedly, I don't listen to his fucking music, so I don't care and I don't know. But, you know, Sam said basically he's not trying to compete with these younger kids. He's doing the same shit that he's always done, and now he appeals to the same people that he did to before. It's just they moved up in an age range. Right? And that he respects that versus going the Kanye route where you're literally doing anything to fucking get somebody to pay attention to you, including hoeing yourself out to the most orange president that has ever been. And you can try to fight me on those words, you will not win. That is a fact. What I just said to you is a fact. Kanye is hoeing himself out and to the most orange president we have ever had. Try to find the inconsistency in that. You can hate it all you want. Don't make it less true though. But that's what, you know, I think that's part of where, in my opinion, it doesn't count for shit. It doesn't mean anything. You know, Eminem's gonna come to my house and fight me, whatever. Like, dude, listen. First of all, I get it. Who the fuck are you to talk about me and what I do, and you never wrote a record in your fucking life? Shut the fuck. I get all that. But why are you... Is it the label? Is it your personal choice? Having the ego that you do to be like, well, these motherfuckers aren't gonna beat me making shitty music. I can make music that's sort of similar to what they are doing, but make it better. And I'll even collaborate with a few of them just to show everybody that I can hang. But the problem with doing that is that you can't win either way. Because if you don't make a fucking song with Juice WRLD, everybody says that you can't hang with the younger crowd. And if you do make a song with Juice WRLD, nothing against Juice WRLD, R.I.P. to him. I don't know the fucking dude. Nothing about his story. Don't care about the music. Don't want to know. I don't care about how talented he may have been. I don't give a shit. It's not personal. I've reached my limit, bro. Everybody that I'm fucking with has been grandfathered in. Not looking for new shit. If a roster slot opens, maybe we could talk. But for now, we're all booked up. It's all good. Don't worry about it. But, you know, if you don't make a song with that dude, then people like me are going to be like, oh, he's trying to compete. Like, I just want you to... I want you to get the respect that you should get. But it's because you've already earned it. You shouldn't get it. I feel like this is like when Denzel made fucking Training Day and he got an award for that. But he didn't get an award for anything else great that he did before that. He should have. He just wouldn't because Hollywood was like, fuck, we know you're the shit. We know you're the shit. Everybody fucking, I'm sure there are racists that are racist to their fucking core that love Denzel Washington in secret. Can't tell nobody. He's good. You don't even have to love the guy as a fucking actor. Just the range of his career alone. The motherfucker deserves to be put in the Hall of Fame. In my opinion. I don't know nothing. God damn it. I lost it again. And it's because I just realized we're sitting at 41 minutes and the other video is already a half hour long and I don't want to edit an hour and a half long fucking podcast. That's what it was. I remember. So it's basically like, dude, you've already did it. You've beaten all the odds, right? You did all this shit. You know, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. What do I care? Honestly, I don't give a fuck if the guy sells out tomorrow. I don't care. You know why? Because his albums don't pay my bills. And I know that's a real fucking white thing to say, probably. But it's true. Your album sales aren't paying my bills. You know, to quote Jay-Z, actually, I realized I can now. One of the few lyrics from one of his songs I remember is, what you eat don't make me shit. In other words, what the fuck do I care about what you do? Because it doesn't have a positive or negative impact on my life. If I drop dead tomorrow, he's going to do whatever he was going to do, so it doesn't matter. So you know what? Fuck it. Who cares? Fuck my point. It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit what that guy does, really. I think that's just me trying to hold on to the changing of the tide. Because I don't know if it's because I'm currently living through the change, or maybe I remember it differently in my nostalgic brain of it taking a little while longer to change over. Maybe I didn't notice that there was too much going on in my life before that everything does change rather quickly. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Everything's fucked. That's the point. Don't go to Domino's. Don't go to Domino's. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And the pizza sucked, by the way. Don't. You know what? You know what one quality that Domino's doesn't have? The ability to reheat it in an oven and it would actually taste half decent. It's not possible. You know there is something wrong with your fucking food when if you're reheating it, it tastes better. I'll have to try this now, but probably tastes better coming out of the microwave than it does the fucking oven. That's a problem. Historically, everybody knows food is much better when reheated in a fucking oven versus a microwave, or at least it should be. I don't know. I'm all over the place. I don't know how I went from, I'm making my head hurt just thinking about it. You know what? I'm gonna have to go through all these stories. Eventually, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna end it, and I'm gonna have to make some notes for myself.